It is Monday here at KMIR-6, and today we're talking about estate planning. It's a very important topic.
Certainly is. The Slowback, Barron, MP, Murphy, and Pinckney law firm is holding seminars with Integrated Wealth Management to teach us about that. Now, estate planning attorney Valerie A. Powers is joining us now with all the answers. Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
First of all, some people might not even know what estate planning is. So what is it?
That's a great question. Estate planning involves both what I call incapacity planning and then planning for when you're no longer here. So when I say incapacity, people should have documents such as durable power of attorney and healthcare directives in case something happens during the lifetime that they can't make decisions for themselves. And then everyone knows of the trust in the will, and that's what you're planning for your future. When you're not here, how do you want to dispose of your assets? Who do you want to be in charge of your estate, which in the context of the will is your executor, in the context of your trust is your trustee.
So it shouldn't be family members, it should be you yourself to take responsibility for that. Like I should create a will for myself and name in there in case I had a traumatic brain injury or have Alzheimer's, I would like my sister to be my power of attorney. Now, does she go a step further and get that document now, or that's just like an in-case thing?
It would just be an in-case thing, but you certainly want to be communicating to those people that you have appointed that you're certain of, because as you can imagine, people make changes throughout their planning. And I say, look, if you're not solid on this decision, understand that people, if they find out they've been taken out of a document, then they get upset and it causes problems. So a large portion of what my planning is also to try to deal with the problems after someone has incapacity or dies. Of how do we deal with that and how do we document that so that the administration can go as smoothly as possible.
Now, when it comes to assets, what are the main things that we need to keep in mind when we estate plan?
Well, basically in terms of assets, most people, it's going to be real estate, investments. A lot of people have rare art or collectibles, particularly out in the Coachella Valley because of the history that's out here. And people need to make sure that they're talking about each piece, and specifically either people can make specific bequests that they want an item to go to a person, or they can just say everything that's in my estate, which is considered your residue, I want these people to share in this order or equally. It's very important that people also are very clear about if there are people who they do not want to be involved in their estate or do not want to receive anything, that they're specific about that. Unfortunately, children have a sense of entitlement, and other than if you're a spouse, there aren't legal standing for children or certain family members that you could force a share under a estate, whereas a spouse can't. You can't disinherit your spouse.
Finally, can you tell us about the seminars that are going on?
Yeah, it's exciting. Integrative Wealth Management and I have partnered up because we wanted to give both the asset side and the legal and tax perspectives for people. And originally it started off when you're in retirement or planning for retirement, what are the pieces? And typically when you have someone at the end of their career, they're thinking of estate, whereas most time people don't want to be proactive and do it any earlier. So we do them every second Monday. We're doing them through March. The next one that's coming up will be the second Monday in September, which is the 9th, I believe, and we'll be talking about these issues. And with the recent Supreme Court decisions of same-sex marriage, we've also been weaving in the importance of the considerations that individuals need to be thinking about whether or not to marry because of having their estates and their assets planned in a certain way up to this point. And so that's another exciting twist that we've added into the seminars.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us this
Thank
morning.
you.
I appreciate it. Very informative. And stay with us. We have much more for you coming up right after the break.
You're watching KMIR 6 Today.